Wonder Twins issue 11. Mark Russell writing, Stephen Byrne on the art. Go for it.
Hello, yo. Which I've been yelling since last night. My house is not okay with it. So
I wonder why.
Yeah. So the Colonel takes over the internet, decides that things that weren't around in the 80s don't belong now, and at the same time instilling a fascist bent into the United States because of this, and it allows, it basically allows people to return to a time where being terrible was okay.
Yeah, and Lex and his network, which I've forgotten the name of.
Lex News.
Yeah, no, but the specific show that he does. Lex and Balances, that's it. He's like, well, just harness this, you know, outrage culture. They'll get mad and use that, and this'll do.
And so the Wonder Twins are trying to get Philo back to his house so he can stop this, and then that's when he realizes, well, not to stop it, just to get him there. They realize that the house is completely picked over because of the estate sale, and they have to find whoever bought the Colonel so he can install an update that'll fix all this. And the Colonel ends up taking down a plane that Superman has to save in Washington.
Not like even maliciously.
No,
he just doesn't understand why planes need computers. This must be a mistake.
Right. And also there's thinly veiled, shots at a certain political piece in this country, and maybe over in yours too.
Yeah.
So, and it's Mark Russell as it gets. I feel like Wonder Twins has always had this little bit of an undercurrent of
this is the
events.
Quote unquote preachiest that this book has been.
Yeah, but he still manages to pull it off, and it's a pleasure to read, because you also have the Colonel going and undoing gay marriages, because he's like, no, it's 1980 whatever, 1988, that can't happen. And so the couple that happen to plug him in are a gay couple, and so now you have Philo and the Wonder Twins and Polly trying to get into the house, which is all fully automated because it's 2020, and the Colonel turns it on them, and they can't get out of the house. So but yeah, it might be seen as preachiest, but I feel like it at least resonated with me.
Yeah, I think preachiest is the word I'd use, in the sense that you get to the end and they're like, oh, for a monster, a lot of people really love the Colonel, and they didn't love him, they just loved the monster that he allowed them to be. Because it gave them permission to be terrible.
Yep. And a certain person came to mind for me. That I don't have to say, I don't have to spell it out.
I think it's pretty clear. But there's a few bits like that of the idea of the program won't let itself be updated, and it's like people and it talks about programs that are stuck in their ways, if they don't want to be updated, there's not a lot you can do if they really resist it that much. That's the point where you just have to draw the line and try something else.
Yeah, and at the same time, you have a lot of these guys that are buying into the Colonel and shaving their heads and becoming a part of this movement to wipe out things that they don't like, but they don't quite understand why. They're upset by it. And so they send in Repulso, and Repulso, who we've seen in other issues, he's the guy that smells real bad that Jaina reached out to befriend. He's trying to talk sense into them, but they won't listen to him either. And it's like, well, really, who is the repulsive one here?
And also Rescue Ram.
Rescue Ram, yes. That's God love Zan.
She just runs in, charges to the door to rescue him, just goes, "Don't panic, I'm a Rescue Ram."
Yep. So and then Zan also turning into a tidal wave, and then swooshing in. So solid issue. I like Mark Russell a lot. This plays to his strengths, I feel. I still want to go back and read his Flintstones. I haven't done that yet. Because I feel from what I've heard, it's more akin to this than what we've had through Wonder Twins. And
I've been loving this book. It's been a blast. It's been so funny consistently, but also it's got some deeper stuff going on with it.
Mm-hmm. And Stephen Byrne's art's on top of the game as it has been. But no, these Wonder comic books are fantastic. This is just another one. What's your rating it, Connor?
I'm giving this an 8.
Nice. 7.5 for me, but it's still real good.